Sometimes when we go out, we pick a random road and just go for it. And you never know what you might find. This time, we found some danger.
You're doing great. Here you man. Go ahead. Make sure you don't run over the spikes on the end of the bridge, eh? With your back tire, don't hit those spikes. Come this way, come this way, come right this way. Yeah, you got it. Run through, dude. Good job. What's up guys, hope you're having a good week. Welcome back. As you can see, we're in the shop at Epic. We're gonna be taking care of something from the last video. I sliced the sidewall in one of my tires and my spare is also no longer holding air. So those tires were almost done anyway. It's time to get some new ones. 37-inch Toyo open factory MTs on TerraFlex Nomad wheels. You guys might be familiar with these wheels from Casey's Jeep. That's kind of what convinced me to get them for myself. But these wheels, I do like how they look, but the offset was not correct. They're for a JK, so they stick out way too far. So if you're wondering why we're going with the Toyos instead of the Nitto Trail Grapplers again, Nittos are just not available. It would have taken months to get them. These were available, so we went for it.
These are not the normal Toyos people have been running and complaining about for years. These are 37, 12.5, 17 D-rated, so they're in the 80-pound range instead of the 100-pound E-rated 13.5 wide version.
So with some new shoes on the trail wrecker, we hit the road in search of some adventure.
You see the snow line on the mountains up there? It's like super low.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a white one.
Yeah, we're gonna hit snow for sure. We're heading up into the mountains to do some exploring on some routes I've mapped out on Gaia GPS, but the snow line's looking really low on the mountains, which was not expected. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Nomads, man. They're down super quick. Turn some knobs. Love it. We're gonna head up into this mountain. The snow line is super low. Teddy's with me. Also, we're breaking in the new tires.
Got the Rebel off-road half-height rack for the rooftop tent. A little bit nicer than the one that I had built, the 2x4s.
It's getting dark already tonight, so our first goal, find an epic camp spot along the river.
A little further away from the road down here. Okay. Zigzag across this creek a couple times and then unload and we'll come back and grab all this wood.
Sounds like a plan.
Right? All right, we just rolled into this Perfect riverside camp spot for the night. It's even got sand. Pretty nice. Saw some ducks, some wildlife, Sasquatch. Promise a tank engine pillow so you can sleep well at night.
Who knows what it's gonna taste like? I think I'm trying to mix too many different things.
Listen, you can't mix too many meats really. You can put basically every meat that exists onto a pizza and it just makes it better. So we can wrap chicken in as many meats as we want. It's still gonna be better than just chicken. Whoa, it's like a mock chicken sandwich.
Is it the mock chicken?
In the morning, we woke up to some light snowfall. It was a pretty cold night, but we got a pretty big adventure ahead of us today, and we have to get ready.
Just the right amount of sizzle.
Just the right amount. Ron rolled in late last night. He's getting a fire going for us. Yeah. So Teddy just crashed his drone because it didn't have GPS signal.
I was being pretty confident about it too. I was like, oh, I just fly on my drone, no problem. It's good. Yeah. I gotta wait for the GPS this time. Oh, buddy.
Alright, so we're just heading up an old Forest Service road. We're heading up an elevation, so we'll see what it's like once we get into the mountains here for snow. But right now it's sunny, it's looking good. We're gonna go exploring.
As we made our way up the mountain, we found ourselves on an old overgrown trail with some beautiful surroundings and began making our way through. Some of the sections hadn't been driven in a long time, and we pushed through some fallen trees and brush. of the trees on this trail were almost too tight to get through, but as always, the Gladiators proved they're just as capable as the smaller rigs.
Pretty tight trees coming through this trail. We're gonna keep going. No idea where this goes, but it's just the kind of trails that we like.
After gaining some elevation, we ran into our first real obstacle, and it was a big one.
You can limb this, cut two sides, and then winch it out of the way. So we're back on the main road. There's a couple of really big trees here that were blocking the road. Pulled out the saws, chopped through, and we're on our way.
Nothing could have prepared us for this obstacle. A huge road washout with a tight bridge, literally held up by sticks attached to a fallen tree.
Pretty skinny too.
Yeah. To the woods this way. Coming, coming. Now start going back. Come on.
Your back edge, your back tire was like off the bridge.
I know.
Yeah. I'm gonna go as far wide that way as possible.
Looking good. Totally looking good. You can come back this way a bit, even a bit. Yep. Yep. Looks good. Come this way now, this way. This way more. Keep going. Beauty. You're doing great. Beauty, man. Go ahead. Make sure you don't run over the spikes on the end of the bridge, eh? With your back tire, don't hit those spikes. Come this way, come this way, come right.
Yeah, buddy. How was that?
That was sketchy.
That's the sketchiest bridge that I've ever crossed.
Nice.
You were like riding up the wall.
I'm like shaking. That was not something I'm used to for sure.
And we got to go back over it tomorrow.
Nice.
With the sketchiest bridge we'd ever crossed behind us, we'd head onward towards a small lake we'd seen on a map in hopes we'd actually be able to get there and find camp.
Huh.
This isn't gonna work.
That's not going to work.
Or will it?
No, it won't. Let's check out that other road that we just passed. It probably just goes around. All right, so we found a bypass road that we think will take us down to the lake instead of going through that huge washout there, which, not gonna lie, was tempted to do. But we'll see how this goes. Starting to snow on us again, but we're so close to getting to the lake. This has got to be the way. I mean, whoever built that bridge that we crossed, that super sketchy bridge, they didn't build that bridge just to go nowhere.
On the way to the lake, more tight trees to navigate.
Hard this way, hard. Yeah, you got it. This time it's not touching the fender. Go.
We made it. Super remote lake. Had no idea what the road was going to be like. We went over the sketchiest bridge ever. Road was pretty fun. Tight tree trail coming down here. Now we get to enjoy sunshine on the lake after dealing with snow all day.
I gotta lose weight. So if I have to suffer, everybody else has to suffer. We're making spaghetti squash with a meat sauce, low carbs. It's actually really good.
Meat and what's in here? Squash? It's meat and squash and Parmesan cheese. Basically tastes like a meat pasta. It's really good. I'm reheating the bacon that you cooked. Definitely no Chef John.
Leave you in charge for 5 seconds and you start burning the toast.
Yeah, I'm out of here. All right, guys, we're just heading out of camp. We got to make our way back across that super sketchy bridge. The sketchiest bridge I've ever seen, for sure. Make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to get to 250,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Do crazy adventures like this every week, going over super sketchy bridges, crazy washouts. It's kind of stuff we love. So stick around, there's more to come.
That, and then I'm worried about coming off the edge when you guys are pushing against the rock.
The far side there?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the comeback? You know we the ones that ready for whatever. We gon' have to show them something, man. Let me see them hands up all the way front back. You don't understand that I'm doing what you can with no cap. Ha! This is the return of the one. You ain't see him coming, you just heard drums. They've been ready for the battle. Any person that comes got the weight of the world on them. Yeah, they're too strong. I might have been down, not out. It's on sight, you gon' figure that out. And I might have been down, not out. Only one thing I gotta know now is, are you ready for the comeback? Yeah. Are you ready for the... Huh? Are you ready for the comeback? You know we the ones that... Let me see them hands up all the way front back. Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback? Now I see you with your bad self. If you're into taking L's, then it can't help.
Woo! Second one. All right. That was sick. Sketchiest bridge of all time. Done. We're heading home.
It's on sight, you gon' figure that out. And I might have been down, not out. Only one thing I gotta know now is, are you ready for the comeback? Yeah. Are you ready for the... Huh? Are you ready for the...
Guys, hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.